Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your time today. I'd like to take the next 3 to 5 minutes to tell you how being a perfectionist impacts me as a person. So, without any further ado, think about it. Have you ever met that person, the one where good is never good enough? The one that stresses excessively? The one that spends way too much time even on the simplest task? The one that, no matter how much positive reinforcement you give them, it doesn't change the fact that they want a flawless outcome. Maybe you work with them. Maybe you've worked with them on a school project before. Or maybe you've just had a conversation with them about a home improvement project they've done. Hello, have you ever met me? I beat myself up constantly as a perfectionist, no matter what the task, whether I'm at school, at work, or at home. Being a perfectionist impacts my schoolwork all the time. Every week I struggle to turn in my assignments. I procrastinate because I feel like there's always something that I could do to make them that much better. Most of the time they're fine, but I just feel like there's something I could do to push them to the next level. So much so that when I proofread, I do it so much sometimes that I actually end up making a mistake, which sounds crazy, but it has actually happened before. Also, I often stress over group work. As an older student, I push my younger group mates to see things my way. Also, I tend to take on more work than what I have to, just so that I can have control over the end result. I feel like if something doesn't go right, it's a reflection against me once it's turned in. So now that you know what perfectionism does to me as a student, let's talk about what it does to me as an employee. When I'm at work, even simple tasks I do over and over again, even if I get the same result. For example, when I build reports, I'll start on them multiple times, even if I get the same result at the end, just because I'm afraid that they're not right. After I run the report, when I start analyzing it, I save multiple copies, and I'll find a stopping point and start from scratch just to make sure I'm on the right path and that everything matches up. Another example, a project that I recently worked on, something went wrong or not according to plan, and I actually ended up taking blame and apologizing even though it wasn't my fault. Again, I'm afraid if the end result isn't the way that I want it, it's a reflection on me as a person. But being a perfectionist doesn't end at work. Just wait until you hear what it does to me in my home life. Simple tasks at home often turn into a headache or an argument because of my stubborn perfectionist battles. Simple stuff at home ends up turning into hour-long jobs. For example, when I hang a light fixture, like a chandelier or a ceiling fan, if it doesn't hang just right, or if it wobbles, I have to tweak it until it's perfect. Just imagine. Hanging pictures is the exact same way. When we make wall markings, I have to triple check my marks just before we can poke holes in the wall. Mowing the grass is no different. I like for the patterns to be appealing, so much so that oftentimes I actually mow twice just so that the lines look the way that I want them to. So there you have it. Now that you know how much I strive for perfection, you could probably answer yes to at least one of the questions that I asked you earlier. Being a perfectionist has always been hardwired into me. Sure, sometimes it may cause an argument. It may make me take longer than I could on some things, but at least at the end of the day, we can have a good laugh, or at least rest easy knowing the job was done right. Right? Thank you guys for your time.